here for?
Yes.
I want you to look at the camera.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new movie review. Yes, last night I sat down and I had the pleasure of watching the movie Pleasure. This deep insight into the porn industry of Los Angeles. Let's talk about this film.
You have any knowns, do's or don'ts?
Det är ditt liv, Linnea. Det är du som styr.
Like, what really drew you out?
Okay, yeah, welcome back everyone. So this film here, Pleasure, it follows the character of Bella, a 19-year-old Swedish girl who comes to Los Angeles to fulfill her dream of being the next big star in pornography. Yes, the character of Bella is played by Sofia Kappel, who this is her first time ever acting in anything. The film is directed and written by Ninja Thyberg. Now this film here, I don't usually, I don't know what to say. Well, this film is an insight into the porn industry, a sort of backdoor step into it, a look behind the scenes, and it really goes into what's going on. Like I said, the story follows this young girl, Bella, 19-year-old, new to the US. She gets herself an agent. She gets put into this like housing where you've got 3 or 4 or 5 actresses that live together, stay together. They go off, do their scenes, and they come back and they live together in this place. But she's got aspirations of being something much larger. She wants to be the next big thing. She wants to be under one of the agents that is known for, you know, the big actresses. And this is her story into getting into it and how to get into it. Now this film here, it's more of a, I want to say it comes across more like a documentary, like you're watching the real thing. This is helped by the fact that most of the people that star in this film are actually genuinely from the porn industry. People who have either been in it or currently in it at the point of shooting. This film was actually filmed in 2018, so it was some time ago. And when they mention porn studios within the film, they are real studios that existed at the time of shooting. So the film has this real world believability and feel about it. Now, director Ninja Thyberg, when she done a lot of research into this movie, she actually starred in, she didn't star in anything. She actually stayed in one of these porn housing places with other actresses to see what it was about. And she got to know a lot of people within the industry, and this is how she got them into this film here. Now, this film does contain one hell of a lot of nudity, and I'm talking to the point that you've got erect penises on screen and things like this, and close-ups of them. You don't see intercourse or anything of that ilk. Even though the film has got its abundance of nudity, it's not done in a sort of sexual way. It's not done in a thrilling way. It's not done in such a way that anyone watching would get something from it in that kind of aspect. The film is a raw look at this side of the industry, this the good and the bad. The character of Bella goes through these different, you know, levels of intensity in the sort of scenes that she's willing to do, to the point that she gets into the sort of scenes where it's very rough, where she's being tied up, where she's being slapped, where she's being spat on, humiliated, and all this sort of a thing. There are 2 scenes in the film where this is done. She's in these sort of scenarios, but they play out very differently. In one scene, she is tied up, but she is made to feel safe. She is, you know, there are people on hand for her welfare. There are always, you know, females on hand for her welfare. Yeah, they want her to be safe in what she's doing and feel safe in what she's doing, with words that let them stop, know that it's too much and this sort of thing. And then in a comparison scene, you've got a scene where she goes with these 3 guys filming another. It's a very violent, visceral scene, and in which that it's almost and the character herself refers to it as rape, essentially, that they're doing whatever they want. It's a very, you know, and it reflects these 2 sides. So it shows, you know, what's good about the industry or what they can do well, and then what they can do that's damn right bad and affecting to these individuals that go into it. It's a very human story. People say that it's got a little bit of humour in it, although for me it didn't. None of that sort of worked for me. The story of Bella getting to where she needs to get to, it did seem somewhat disjointed, and it was more of a not so much a connection to her and that kept me watching the film or drew me into the film. It was more to see how the psychological side of this industry can affect someone and whether this will come across. And it certainly does in the choices that she makes within the film, the character of Bella, and where she ends up at the end. And the film does end on this somewhat frustrating scene of ambiguity, that you've got to make up your mind what the end of the very last scene of the film actually means for you, or your interpretation of what it means for the character of Bella. For me, it meant that she took her own independence. She knew where she wanted to be, and she didn't want no one to be taking her there anymore. She wanted to do what she wanted to do on her own in this story of power. It is a very sort of female-centric look into the side of the porn industry. Now, like I said, this film isn't going to be for everyone. You don't go into it expecting anything sexual or arousing. It isn't. It's quite a daunting look into this side of the film industry. It's quite it's unsettling. Some of the stuff that you see these girls get involved in is somewhat unsettling and unnerving. And it is feasible that if you are someone that likes pornography, that this film could potentially sway you the other way and actually put you off of it with some of the stuff that you see and you know that these people go through. But you know, as a film that is, you know, it's a very well acted film. Even the actors that are from the porn industry done very well, and director Ninja Thyberg, she did state that she found these people to be very sort of ad hoc, very good at ad hocing scenes, and do you know what I mean, just doing it without script and all this sort of thing, and making it sort of real worldy, and that's what the film has in its favour. Is, like I said, it feels like you're following genuine people on this journey, and in the character of Bella, Sophia Capel's character, you're following her genuine on this journey. Now, this is the first film that she's ever starred in, first film she's ever done, so she hasn't got that stuff behind her where you see her as an actress or as another character. You genuinely feel like you're following a real person through this world and through these struggles, through the ups and downs, the lows and the highs of this industry. And it's a very thought-provoking film. I came away from it, I was glad that I'd watched it. It was a bit unsettling. I watched it with a wife, and yes, there are scenes in it, like I said, that do make you wince somewhat and think, you know, why would you do this? Really, why would you do it? But you know, it was a great exploration into the industry, and if that's something that interests you, then I could recommend this film in that sense as a sort of biographical journey. I wouldn't recommend it if you want to get your kicks out of it. Basically, it's a very well acted, well produced, good looking, character-driven, focused story, looking at the harsh realities of an industry that is somewhat questionable. This is AJ. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below if you have seen this film and what you thought of it. And that ending, what did you make of it? What did it mean to you? Let me know, and I shall see you on the next one. Take care all, and goodbye.
I'm here to be the next big porn star.